Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. We are coming up on pre-release weekend. Later in the night, the pre-releases will start. Um, they're not running around midnight anymore, so I know my local area, they're going to start around 6 p.m. So today's video is what cards will you definitely see played at the pre-release if they're in people's packs. And the only cards I'm going to cover here are going to be a couple uncommons and mainly commons because those are the cards that are going to probably show up the most. And they're also going to be the ones that are the most powerful. So if you don't see them, you should be playing them. And if it's none of the above, A, you got really lucky or unlucky and your opponent or your deck just sucks. Or B, someone didn't build their deck right. Or C, someone got nothing but rare and mythic bombs. Hey, congratulations. So, don't forget, like and subscribe. We're going to get into what these cards look like and what they can do. Stay tuned for the video tomorrow. I'm going to start, maybe put up, do some, for those who are interested, go into a little bit of detail of boxes that I'm going to sell on pre-order for those who actually would like to do that. And it'll be a pretty decent rate. So, moving along. We're going to start off with black. One of the cards you're probably going to see a lot of if it's out there or you should be playing is the Scorn-Blade Berserker. One black for an 0-1 with backup 1. So this is going to be a 1-2 for 1. The big part about this card is one colorless, sacrifice, draw a card. You sack this creature, you draw a card. Now, the backup lets you put this same ability onto a different creature. So for one black, you get an 0-1. Something else gets +1/+1. And then for one more of any color, you can sack this creature to draw a card. Basically what that means is in one turn, for a black and a colorless, you can put a +1/+1 counter on something and then draw a card. The rate don't get no better than that. That is probably the best. Not to mention you can sack the other creature later too to draw a card, yada yada yada. This thing is insane, and if you have it, you should be playing it. Next, one of the other cards in black you're probably going to see is the Compleated Huntmaster. This thing is a bomb. Black and 2 for a 2/3. Sacrifice another creature or artifact, incubate 3. So this thing can spit out 3/3 creatures constantly for one colorless. To activate an incubated creature, it says there it takes 2 to transform it. So for 3 mana, you can basically turn any creature into a 3/3. So that's pretty dang amazing. It also says artifacts, so any artifact you have that has a good coming and play ability, but doesn't do a whole lot after that, can become 3/3 creatures. You can steal your opponent's stuff and do this to it. There's all kinds of things. Not to mention it's a 2/3 for 3. This is going to be a powerhouse card, especially since red-black has a sacrifice engine. Next we have this little sweetie. Black and 2 sorcery. Move up to 5 counters from target permanent. Draw a card. Don't forget, if there's no permanents to move counters off of, you still draw a card for 3, which is not the best in the world, but still an option. But when you have things like battles and planeswalkers and God knows what else is going on, this could possibly kill something plus draw you a card. It could kill a battle, and that may be good enough to flip a battle and draw a card. Seems pretty sweet. Next we have Ichor Shade. This is house common for black. Black and 2 for a 2/3. Beginning of your end step. If an artifact or creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on it. I've showed you cards that sacrifice creatures and artifacts to draw cards or to incubate. This thing just gets better every time you do it. And if you just block and let a creature die on your turn, or you attack with a creature and someone kills it, then this thing becomes a 3/4 and then a 4/5. And for 3 mana, it's going to make this thing really good. The next card you're probably going to see is Final Flourish, black and 1 with kicker, sacrifice artifact, or creature. Target creature gets -2/-2, or if you kick it, it gets -6/-6. This thing is amazing because there's lots of stuff that's going to give indestructible or things that are indestructible. Minus ability to stats, indestructible doesn't care about. This is going to be a really good removal spell inside limited. Alright, next we have the Aetherblade Agent. I'm not going to show you the other side. It's basically just a 3/2, but the main thing I want to talk about on this card, a black and 1 for a 1/1 Death Touch. It is removal. It will keep people from swinging at you and let you choose when you want to kill stuff. Alright, so next we have Deadly Diversion. So 2 black and 2 instant and destroy target creature or planeswalker, create a treasure token. This is a powerhouse removal spell. If you're in black, you should be playing all these that you can. Not only does it kill anything, but it helps you get mana back so you can play those big nasties later on. Alright, now we're in white. Seal of Existence. Probably one of the best uncommons ever. I know that's saying a lot. But let's think about it for a second. 2 white and 1. It says when it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. This gets rid of anything, and it has Ward 3. So if someone has a disenchant, it takes 5 mana to get rid of this to get their thing back. This is going to be good in limited, probably actually in standard, a few other formats as well. But in limited, this is going to be an uncommon bomb, and you should be playing it. Alright, moving on. Next we have Cut Short, white and 2 instant. It does have Convoke, but the main thing here, destroy target planeswalker that was activated this turn or a tapped creature. So a tapped creature, obviously you can tap it by doing your own thing, or wait for him to swing and kill it before it does damage to you. And the fact that it has the ability to kill a planeswalker is just amazing. Yes, they get to activate it, but let's be honest. When you lay a planeswalker, you can't interact with it until you get priority, which means if they lay it and they immediately activate it, they're going to get a use off of it anyway. Plus it has Convoke. This is going to be a powerhouse common for removal in white. Next we have Angelic Intervention. Talked about this a lot. A white and 1, your creature is going to get your target creature or planeswalker gets protection from colorless or any other color if its creature gets +1/+1 counter. This is the epitome of combat tricks. It can kill anything, protect anything. In white, this is going to be house. And if they're playing white, I would expect to see this get played. Next, you have Elspeth's Smite. So this is a 1 white. Now, it only does 3 damage target attacking or blocking creature. The big thing about this, it exiles the card when it dies. So even if somebody attacks with, say, a 6/6, you've only got a 3/3 to block with, you can block, then use this to deal 3 damage to it, and then when it dies, it still gets exiled because it died on the same turn. This is going to be an amazing card and a great combat trick. It's cheap, and it's going to be a powerhouse in white. Next, we have Realmbreaker's Grasp. This is pacifism on crack. So, white and 1 colorless for an artifact or creature. Enchanted permanent can't attack, block, or activate its abilities. You can shut down creatures. You can shut down artifacts. This thing is insane. It is a powerhouse common bomb, and if you're playing white, you may be playing all these. Next, we have in green, we got Atraxa's Fall. Talked about this as well, too. This is an amazing common. You destroy an artifact, a battle, enchantment, creature with flying. The only downfall to this is the old card that did this didn't destroy battles, and it was 3 mana instant. This is a 2 mana sorcery that also includes battles. In a battle-heavy format where you want to play battles and kill them, this is going to be huge. Even if you don't play battles, the fact that it kills artifacts or enchantments and creatures with flying, it is just a better disenchant, but it has to be sorcery speed, so keep your eye on that. But this is a green powerhouse common. Next, we have Cosmic Hunger. This is going to be a powerhouse common because it's one of the best fight spells that there is. A green and 1 colorless target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to another target creature, planeswalker, or battle. And it's not a fight spell. This is a direct damage too, plus it's an instant. This is going to be a powerhouse to get rid of all those things you don't like, battles, creatures, and planeswalkers. But make sure you got the power in green from big fatties to make this usable. Next, we start with red, Stoke the Flames. Powerhouse uncommon, 2 red and 2. It was great before. Reprint's going to be great. 4 damage to any target. That includes the opponent's face, and it convokes. Do I need to say more? Next, we have Rin's Resolve. So for a red and 1, this sorcery says exile top 2 cards of your library till end of your next turn. You can play those cards. This is a 2 mana draw 2. Except they're not in your hand, and nobody can make you discard them. So that could even be better. I mean, you do have to play them over the next 2 turns, but even if they're both lands, what's the worst thing you do? You lose 1 land if you've already played your land for the turn. Pro tip, cast this before you play your land. But anyway, point being, this is going to be an amazing draw spell for red to keep it in the game. And if you have these, you should be playing them. Next, moving on, we have a Volcanic Spite, a red and 1 instant. Deals 3 damage target creature, planeswalker, or battle, even better. And you may put a card from your hand on the bottom of your library. If you do draw a card, deck manipulation, you can filter through your deck, plus it deals damage to anything on the board except your opponent. This is going to be an amazing powerhouse that should be played no matter what you're up against. Next, moving on, we have a blue one. Not very many in blue. We have Wicked Slumber, blue and 3, uncommon, convoke. Tap up to 2 target creatures, put stun counters on either of them, then put a stun counter on either of them. So basically, you can tap 2 creatures down and put a stun counter on each so they both stay tapped. Best time to do this is before the opponent attacks, you Wicked Slumber. That means they stay tapped this turn, the next turn, and then they untap the following turn. And if you only use this on one creature, you could put 2 stun counters on something. Yeah, so this is an amazing way to lock down creatures in blue. So there you have it, guys. Those are the cards that I think we're going to see a lot of this weekend during the pre-release. And if you're not seeing them, somebody ain't playing them right. Or their deck just either sucks real bad or it's way too good. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you already have, thank you very much. Stay tuned tomorrow for the special announcement of boxes going on sale. And as always, if you want to help out the channel, check out links in the description. And until next time, be kind, and hope to see you across from the game table at a Martian Machines pre-release. Oh yeah.